Um, it's incredible. It's unbelievable. Even nung nag-buzzer na, nung alam ko mananalo na parang, my God, this is really happening because can you imagine, paulit-ulit ko sinasabi na I'm not supposed to be here. I'm not supposed to be coaching this. And yung ano ko kasi, my deal is if I'm gonna coach, I'll coach it, and I'm not going to be just a mouthpiece. And they agreed to it. And the good thing about this setup is that sila Josh, sila Sandy, and sila Yuri, alam nila yung system. We're just running the same system as Chuck. So, nagkakaiba lang yung substitution pattern ko, yung mga timeouts ko, yung ganun. But generally, it was an incredible job by the coaches.
What made you upset the head coaching job? What made you upset? Like, what was the reason?
No one else. There's no one else. No one else. So they wanted a senior coach to step in, and I was the most senior. So okay, sabi ko, sige, let's give it a go.
What are your thoughts? Just last conference, just in the watch team managers Mikey with thumbs up like this tonight.
Mikey has come a long way. I'm telling you. We had some rough patches when I was negotiating with him. Ganun naman pag negotiation I was dealing with him directly, not with the agent. Yun ang mahirap eh. And there was some really bad animosity between the two of us, and we were able to talk about it. I met him some instances. So this constant conversation and to make him understand how I coach and nung nag-coach na ako and makikita niyo naman sa game is pag si Mikey minsan nagagalit sa sub ko na ayaw pa magpasabi yung mga ganun. Okay lang sa akin yung mga ganun, magagalit ka because I was the same way. Ayaw ko magpalabas. So eventually, I have to explain. I said, Mikey, you need a blow. I need you down the stretch. So mga kailangan mo na explain sa kanya. And one thing I wanted to do differently is if I do something to the player, the patterns, is I need to explain to them. I need to communicate. Before kasi, I'm not gonna say sa mga coaches, but usually mga coaches, hindi na ini-explain sa mga players na, oh, why did I pull you out? Mga ganun. Me, I have to explain to them because for me, I needed the same way when I was playing. Just let me know, okay? Nag-aaway kami ni Tim before sa finals. Ang daming beses kami nag-asisigawan sa labas ng locker room because there are things I wanted to happen and hindi niya ini-explain sa akin. You just need to explain to me. Even the 98 namin sa Asian Games sa Bangkok, we had a disagreement. I guess you know about that. So the thing is, I've learned from that. As a coach, one-time coach, you just need communication with the players, and the players will understand. They will always understand.
Coach, so coach, first of all, congratulations. So young coach, you mentioned the diploma. So how does it feel beating your mentor and former coach in your first finals?
Um, well, I'm greatly honored, and seldom do you beat Justin Brownlee and Tim Cohn in this conference. They own this. They own the Governors Cup, and if there's somebody who can dethrone them, they must have done something really nice. And I think this is the first time that Justin um, um, lost the finals, and Sean Chambers will be happy.
What, how does it feel when you were a player, you were known as a Ginebra player, all the way here na nag-coach ka, na nadala mo pa rin.
I hear the boost when I started talking. I hear that, and for me, that's a sign of respect because they still remember my past when I was playing, and now they're seeing that nightmare again coming through by beating them. So, para sa akin, it's a sign of respect.
Coach, really three straight wins to clinch the title. What's the common game plan among those three games?
He never has lost two in a row this conference, much less lose three in a row. So yun yung pinag-usapan namin before the game. So that was my pre-game talk. But if there's somebody who can beat them, it's the team that I'm with right now. And again, it's not an easy task. A lot of teams, try to beat Tim and Brownlee at this stage, and they never did. Maybe we get a little bit of break when he had a food poisoning last game, and even now you could see that even though that Justin played well, down the stretch I think he was really really dehydrated, and just hats off to Justin for wiring it up down towards the end. But Ronde has just got so much fight in him. Grabe, grabe si Ronde. He would not lose that game. Kahit na maputulan siya ng paa, he would not lose that game.
Coach, when you made the change from Jalen Hudson to Monday, did you see this happening in the championship?
No, but we will have a better chance because um, Ronde will bring in another side of the game, which is defense, and we felt like si Jalen just, he's a scoring threat, but he couldn't guard anyone. I mean, like, he could do better. And Ronde, he is a known defender. And guys, pumunta dito yan na hindi ko alam si Ronde. He flew over here in January and went to Boracay by himself. Went back to Taiwan, no, from Korea. And alam niya na may tournament dito. And he told his agent, hey, I want to go to the Philippines. Without me knowing, somebody called me and said, hey, Ronde is checked in the hotel. He's flying in. I didn't even say that he could come, but he did. So, hindi alam ni Jalen na nandyan na. So, we have a dilemma again. We have to hide him a couple of days because we had a game. And he wanted to play. The first thing he said to me, like, Coach, I wanted to play. I need playing time because 10 minutes na siya naglalaro sa Korea. And he showed it. The first day in practice, being an NBA vet, you couldn't see any arrogance on his part. Just bonded with the players right away with a calm demeanor. He is not loud, which is really nice. So kalmado lang siya, and which brought actually calmness to the team. So that's really huge, and more than anything for him as a basketball player, I think his demeanor, his personality, it just made the team so much better.
Coach, just a follow-up. Kung nasa Boracay si Monday, gusto niya maglaro sa inyo?
Hindi pa. Nalaman niya lang yata pagpunta niya dito, and then maganda pala dito sa Pilipinas. May ongoing na liga pa yata, nalaman niya doon. So pag balik niya doon sa Korea, he asked for a release.
Coach, from now until the next Governors Cup, of course, is still a very, very long time here to go. But you won a championship here with Ronde. You've been praising him, and then as he has mistakes, you've been calling him out. And of course, from now until the next Governors Cup, there will be. Hindi natin masabi kung ano yung mga mangyayari. But how much would you love to run it back with Ronde next season?
Sure, if he doesn't get to the NBA, because he said he was going to go get into a summer league team or maybe a training camp team, he will try to get back to the NBA. And I wish that he would get it, but at the same time, I wish that he won't get it, so he'll be back here. So, but I always want him to, of course, the best for him, which is to play in the NBA.
Coach, how about yung coaching style mo sa TNT? Kasi initially, I think that lang was for you to take over kasi si Coach Chot would concentrate on dito. So, ano na bang update doon? Especially with this win na magiging mangyayari.
I know, so it might change everything, but it remains to be seen if this is really a one-off. Pagkaalam ko, this is a one-off. But I don't know what MVP will do, and Mr. Ricky Vargas will do, and Mr. Alec Pandili will do. But I'll be ready just in case, But I can be a manager and a coach at the same time. I'm still doing my managerial job, by the way, so I haven't lost that one yet. So it's not actually there's an advantage. Manager ka tapos magko-coach ka. Pag hindi nakinig yung player mo, sige, yung renewal mo, you have to play well. I'm coaching you, you better play well. No, I'm just joking, but I can do both. I can do both.
Coach, let's go back to the game earlier. Mikey had 38 big points.
He had 38.
Ano bang sinabi mo sa kanya before the game? Did you give him, kasi he had 28 at the half. What more did you tell him at the half? Or what was the general message?
No, actually, it started yesterday. He came up to me and said, Coach, we're ready to go. Sabi ko, are you ready? He said, I'm ready to go. So he had that purpose in him from yesterday nung nag-usap kami briefly. And true enough, Mikey balled out tonight. Without that 38 of Mikey, because Calvin wasn't connecting, Glenn wasn't connecting, Jason was only late in the game where he had some really nice layups. But other than that, if you take away the 38 of Mikey, oh my God, we will not survive this game.
Coach, with this win, this was the second time that a 17 conference and the SMC team is not champion. Focus TNT. No natin
Ilan?
kung ito yung MVP group and SMC yung on their part
What do you mean, nagpapalitan na yung MVP group and ano, San Miguel?
I mean, this is the second time ito la 17 conference na so, laging SMC yung
Okay, talaga, second time. Sino yung first time?
yung pakolor.
Yung TNT na yun. So, nakasingit kami.
Sino ba yung killer?
Nakasingit kami, tama yung Bacolor na yun. But, I believe in destiny and I believe in fate. Fate na pananalig. And things happen for a reason. They're not accidents. Ronde being here, and even Roger being out, Justin having an injury, and Justin having food poisoning. There's a lot of drama involved, but you can't fight destiny. You can't fight fate. If it's gonna happen to you, it's gonna happen to you. That was my thinking in the game. So I said, like, I've been in this situation before as a player, and this is the kind of environment that I know what's at stake. But of course, I would prefer to have played in that situation than coaching. But the trust that I have with my players, I know that they will make the right decision. There's nothing else the coaches can do if they're on the floor. They have to make their own decision. Kahit na anong sigaw gagawin namin dito ganyan, they're not gonna hear us. They're just gonna tune out. Yeah, I know that because when I was playing, if yung mga bench namin may sinasabi, hindi man ako nakikinig eh. So they can't hear you, especially in the finals.
One more question from me. Earlier in this series, you didn't have Ken Williams. Then midway through, you got this clearance to play. Then you brought him in as a reinforcement to guard the paint with C-Stan and Justin Robinson. So how big was the return of Kelly Williams? Not just for this final series, but for yung kung paano niya tinapos Game 16.
Kelly was a little bit parang nung game 2 kasi he was cleared to play but I didn't play him. I said, Kelly, I'm playing the long game. This is going to be a long series that if I'm going to bring you right away, he might aggravate. He's not 100% healthy. He's cleared to do. Pero in an intense game like that, you're not gonna hold yourself, na pipigilin mo yung sarili mo. You cannot. So sa akin, I just wanna hold him off. And ginamit ko sa game 3 and little by little he got his wind back, his timing back, and you could see kung wala si Kelly dun, without Justin dun, ang hirap. So he came at the right time. Si Kelly.
Coach, you had a moment with Coach Shot earlier in support. And can you share yung nabanggit niya sa inyo?
As I said, it's holy bleep. Parang we did it. It's just incredible. Like, walang nasabi si Chot. I know he was happy, really happy. He's proud about the decision of the bosses. Chot was probably the prime mover of that, and he probably knows me as a player from before because I played under him, and he knows that I'm not going to change the system. I can work with anybody. So I think he's just happy for anybody can be proud of what happened, especially with Josh Reyes and with Sila Sandy. Those guys are, I would say, they're savant. So basketball, they see things that I don't see, but they see the details, but I see the big picture. I see the players, the rotation of the players, who's playing well and who's not playing well. But sila naman parang they see the trees, but I see the forest. Kumbaga parang ganun. So we really complement each other, and I trust them. If they suggest to me something that I think it's worth looking at, I'm okay with it. I have no ego.
Coach, going back to Ronde, will you share to us how you manage this Ramadan beliefs and practices during this whole time?
I haven't asked them. I don't want to make a big deal out of it because we're rolling. obviously, parang nakuha niya na yung pattern niya eh. Kung paano naman ginagawa yun, I didn't wanna know. Pero alam ko pagdating ng 6:10, he's gonna take something. 6:10, hindi yan iinom ng or kakain ng whatever pag hindi pa 6:10 p.m. And may ano pa nga eh, kita mo, wala pang kain-kain yung import namin. Hindi talaga sa mga food poison. Hindi kumakain. Hindi na nangalian eh.
Ramadan ends in a few hours. Ramadan ends in a few hours.
Today, right? Or tomorrow. Yeah. Well, we're gonna celebrate Ramadan. Sabi niya, pa-party kami. I'm really tired. I'm gonna lie down. Thank you guys.